Peace and blessing, fam. This is William Shaw Sawyer, founder and CEO of Inner City Tech, innercitytech.org. It's a website. It's been a pretty hard week for me, right? Just lost my best friend, my partner, my number 2 guy at Inner City Tech. And earlier this year, I lost Zach Adams, my partner. I used to call my young girl, right? Aged myself, but she wasn't that young, but she was a lot younger than me. Just give a little message. Some serious times we living in, right? So I'm gonna read y'all a quote, right, from former President Woodrow Wilson, right? It says, the government, which was designed for the people, has got into the hands of bosses and their employers, right? The special interests. An invisible empire has been set above the forms of democracy. Right? And here's a quote from Socrates, right? The ancient Greek philosopher, who those who know, right? That he learned all stuff from the ancient Egyptians who were black. Okay, facts. So listen, right? It says there's only one good, knowledge, and one evil, ignorance. This is a direct quote from Socrates, right? So, everybody is entitled to their own opinion. But what you're not entitled to is your own facts. Facts are facts, right? So if you say, 1 plus 1 equals 3, all right, that's your opinion. It's not a fact, right? And, 1 plus 1 equals 2. You say it equals whatever, right? But that's your opinion. It's not a fact. So, y'all know I rarely do these videos, right? However, we're in such a serious time now that I felt compelled to put this little message out there, right? America is a imperialistic empire, right? And some would say maybe even the greatest, most powerful nation in the history of the world, right? Okay, but all empires fall. That's the history. Those are facts, right? But militarily wise, right? America is the most powerful country in the history of the earth, in the history of the world, right? Cannot be destroyed or attacked or anything like that from without, right? From our outside enemy, right? But America can be destroyed, and perhaps it will be, right? From within, right? We never, it was founded upon white supremacy and racism. Those are facts, indisputable facts, right? That's American history, right? Some of the original co-signers and authors of the American Constitution, right, were slave owners, right? So when they said, all men are created equal and, all that other good stuff, There wasn't at the same time they owned slaves. Facts. Okay? Facts. Right? A lot of them were Masons. I digress. We're going to get off into that. But point being is that right now, every time that the black man, black woman, black people, Negroes, people of color, whatever the various different names that we've been called over the years, have made 2 steps forward, right? Made some progress. It's always been what they call traditionally white backlash, right? So, for 8 years, right, the country has had to have a stark reminder, right, of an intelligent, articulate, well-educated black man as president, right? And this was a positive move forward, but now what happens after that, right? You elect who elect, who got elected, who was elected, right? And now, don't you remember? I want you to remember that the polls, if you remember, the polls said that the president was behind, right? Hillary Clinton, and you know, it's a lot of people who kept their political views and opinions to themselves, right? But when they went to the polls, and they voted for who they voted for, right? Now, I don't want to, listen, I'm in the City Texas nonprofit. We don't endorse any candidates, and because that's against the rules, right? In my personal capacity, I can endorse whoever I want to endorse. However, what I just listen, man, the future of our country is at stake, right? So the choices that you make right now, right? Some you have some who are going to choose what's called the fool's option, right? The fool's option, right? So again, as I said, America cannot be attacked or destroyed from any enemy from without, but it can be brought to its knees. It can be destroyed from within. Okay, all right. This seems to be, all empires come to a fall at some point, right? That's the history. Those are facts, right? Well, look. So you got people who say that they people planning and hoping and all this stuff for civil war, right? But usually people who have really been to war, they don't want to experience it again, right? These people just saying things, right? And then now you're looking at a new generation. It's different. It's a different type of black people out here, right? Different type of white people, right? People that have grown up on hip hop, right? Grown up on watching shows, that was inclusive, right? That are aligning themselves with which historically will be considered, the right side of history, right? So, and the people out there, look, I'm just coming up in this next election. We have a major choice to make, right? Either you can take the fool's option, right? Or you can vote to get the country, quote unquote, back on course, right? The right side of history, right? And that still may not even be enough, okay? Just It's, like I said, some serious times we living in. Right? Choose wisely. Vote. Go get out and vote. Y'all know usually I don't do too many posts, right? And what I do is usually I'm showing the work that I'm doing in the community in the city tech, right? But things are so critical now, right? We get, prophecies happening right before our eyes, right? It's just serious times we live in. And, it's just, I would advise you not, don't choose the fool's option, right? Don't choose the fool's option, man. Just the very stake of our community. Can you imagine what so-called the hostile countries, China and Russia, right? And then against Chinese people and then the Russian people, you talk about governments, right? Corporations, right? Yeah, imagine what they looking at us like that, man. Being about the empire of America, the imperialistic empire of America is about to fall, about to be destroyed from within, right? You got people just think they want civil war. They think that's what they think, right? Sad state of affairs. Once again, this is William Shaw Sawyer. Just a little message, man. Sometimes I feel I rarely do these videos or lives, right? But we're in such a state now that just I almost feel compelled to utilize my different platforms and things of that nature, right? To get these messages out. Okay. Once again, this is William Shaw Sawyer, founder and CEO of NSC Tech, www.nsctech.org. Peace and blessings.